Yeah, definitely. It's exciting to get another opportunity to compete for a championship. Um, we got one series to go, and hopefully we figure it out and get it done. But much respect to the Houston Rockets for just bringing the best out of us and making it just a incredible series. Pushing us to the brink. You got to give respect to them and it's a great season that they had. But I'm glad we're going back. I'm excited that we got this opportunity and looking forward to taking advantage of it.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Steph was saying that there were some rough patches in the first half, obviously. He said that you guys could have splintered, he said, but you didn't. Got it together and came back in the second half. What did you feel going on out there? Because you can see that there were some issues going on.
Yeah, it was. I think everybody was just excited and to play and wanted to win this game so bad. Sometimes when you want it too much, you get in your own way. And I know all about that, especially after games 4 and 5 for myself. Personally, I felt that way. So I could see that in our team a little bit. And once I seen that, we all kind of knew what that was, and we just tried to fight through it. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of energy, especially at home, Game 7, and they played well to start the game. So we just tried to fight through it and know that it's just a phase, and if we can work through it and get out of it, we'll be fine coming down the stretch.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Bristol, KHOU. Mike D'Antoni sat in your seat there and said, "We are close. We are close to knocking off the Warriors." How do you feel about that assessment? And what was the level of concern in this series about how the Rockets were pushing you to the limit?
I don't know how to feel about what Coach D'Antoni said. I mean, anything can happen over the summer, over the season next year. Anything can happen for both sides. I know that I gained a lot of respect for this team, this Houston Rockets team over the season. Obviously, can't lie, coming in, I'm like, wow, they got CP and James, two guys that do the same thing. Probably just about the same way every basketball fan thought when they came together. But when they started the season, we played them the first game, and then, just watching them over the years, this team was for real. Just watching how they play defense and how they simplified the offense and just turn it into, see if you can guard James one-on-one or CP one-on-one or Eric Gordon. It presented a tough challenge for us, and we knew that coming into the series it was going to be rough. After we won Game 1, I'm sure we relaxed just a little, and then after Game 2, they slapped us in the mouth, and that's what woke us up a bit. So I got nothing but respect for the Rockets and what they've done all season. I know they had bigger dreams of winning the finals and going to the finals and winning. But it was just amazing to play against them. This crowd was incredible, loudest I've ever seen in Texas, in Houston. But I'm just excited that we got past the series and we can move on to the next one.
Can you take me through your kind of roller coaster series offensively with, I think it was 37-38 the first couple games, inefficiency, and then today even to the fourth when you hit those big three jumpers late?
For me, the game is at a mental point in my career where I'm just trying to figure things out there. I know what I can do physically, and I know what I work on, and I try to stick to what I do. But they did such a good job of switching. I know that whole ISO thing was a big thing around our team. We talked about it a lot. And so for me, after the first two games, I just felt like I can get a lot in the switches and the mismatches. And I thought they did a great job of, when I get it in the post or when I'm driving, they start to bring guys over and help and shadow a bit. And I wasn't seeing that for a couple games. And I was running in the crowds. I was forcing. I was going too fast on my drives and on my moves, and it had me just thinking too much out there. And when I just decided to just say forget it and just hoop and just play ball, tonight I just tried to come out and just play as hard as I can on the defensive side of the ball and let my offense come around, whereas the games before I was thinking about my offense coming into the game. So I just tried to, figure myself out, and I'm glad I was able to figure it out in a W instead of going home with a loss.
Kevin Joseph, NBC News. After Chris Paul got hurt, they obviously had to compact their rotation. Did you see, and did your team see them tire at the beginning or middle of the third quarter and in the fourth, both games 6 and 7?
I think they shortened their lineup up after game 1. I think they started playing 3 guys off the bench. They played 8 guys tonight, really 6. But I think they shortened their rotation up even last series, I thought. So we knew after when CP went down, which was an unfortunate injury, we knew that the ball would be in James and Eric Gordon's hands a lot, and we know Eric Gordon is pretty much hard to stop when he's driving to the rim. It felt like CP was out there, minus the passing and the craftiness and stuff. That Eric Gordon is just a straight scorer, go get to it. But we knew that even with CP out, they got two guys with the shooters they had around them that can pretty much score on our bigs or small guards. So we still had our work cut out for us either way. But after a while, we just stayed in front of them, and some of those shots they were hitting early on, they started to, get a little short, and that's when we knew we kind of, if we continue to play that type of defense, we'll come out with a W.
Kevin, Kim Davis from Chalk Talk. Can you talk about the fact that you guys have been here before and how big of a difference that makes? Because Steph talked about a calmness when things got bad.
Oh yeah, it was calm for us. We had me, obviously Steph, Clay, myself, Draymond been in situations like this before, but we also had Kevon Looney out there who never played in these situations, and Jordan Bell, who played huge minutes for us and playing these situations. And those two guys did a lot, guarding CP in the series, James, Eric Gordon. So that experience only is going to make them better as young players as well. But we had, like I said, we had two guys that were basically rookies in this situation and came out and learned a lot and got better. So proud of them two guys, and looking forward to having to learning more and keep getting better throughout this next series and see what happens.
Kevin? Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Steve said that this was probably your worst first half of the year and that he didn't even recognize this team. Considering that you overcame all of that and the season of bumps and bruises for you guys, what makes you most proud of tonight and of the season?
I just liked our resilience through it all. We got down big early, just like last game, and I think going through that in Game 6 allowed us to kind of calm down a bit when we went through it tonight, just knowing that we know exactly what we need to do to get out of this, and we know how tough this team is, especially to start the game. So we didn't want to get down big early, but that's the situation we were in, and we just tried to stay positive through it all and keep moving the ball, keep playing defense, and do a better job of rebounding. We didn't rebound the ball very well. So, but it was just one of those nights that we just tried to fight through everything, and we wanted to will ourselves to this W.
Last question from
Dolores Lozano, SB Nation Radio. KD, you made 213 points in the finals, setting a new Western Conference Finals record. How does that make you feel?
It's a record?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't know that.
It was set by Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaq with 212.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those two guys are legends. Glad we won. Glad I was able to go out there and figure myself out as a player and get better this series and play well. And I was on to the next series and see what happens. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we go get another one.
Nick Young said he didn't want to be interviewed. The Warriors are champions. The win, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers.